Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Listen, it's my job to stay on top of the trends in the economic system. Not only the trends, is to try to keep my eye on top of the markets and what's actually happening. Right now, there's a trend developing. And I have to stay very flexible. I can't remain rigid because the world's not rigid. Trends develop and they come like what they call a black swan event. You can't see it coming, and here it is. Right now, we got two trends developing simultaneously, and I need to report on them here on my channel. One is the Italian crisis. It's starting to develop into in quote unquote, the Italian crisis. It says, live from Italy, Latvia says the Italian crisis is too much for Europe to handle. Italy is currently awaiting a decision from right-wing leader Mr. Salvini on whether a joint last-ditch attempt to form a government. So Italy is undergoing a crisis right now, and it's about to get much worse. It's rapidly developing. Now, if that wasn't all, okay, we got Deutsche Bank today crashing. Deutsche Bank's crashing. Right now, as we speak, let's turn the charts on right here. Let's go to the Deutsche Bank stock. Now, this is the biggest mover and shaker today. It's down 5.22% as we speak on the day. Okay, 5.59%. Did you see that move? Oh, my God. Look, it's going straight down right as we speak right now. Now, will they be able to do something to stop this? Who's going to step into the breach? Who's going to catch a falling knife? I warned yesterday about buying Deutsche Bank stock. I don't think this company is going to be saved. I don't think there's anybody out there to save it. This alone could overturn the world's financial system, not counting Italy. Now, when you combine these two factors together and unify them into one factor, we could be looking at an absolute bloodbath, and we could be looking at the world's financial system being rocked by this event that's developing. If this doesn't, if some miracle doesn't happen pretty soon and turn things around a little bit. So we're going to have to keep our eye on these two developing situations really closely. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over and take a look at the silver price. The silver price is staying in its range. It's down 1 cent on the day at $16.48. This is the lower range that it's at right now. Now, we haven't seen the silver price explode, and the reason why is because what's going to drive gold and silver? The real driver to make them break out and move up is going to be fear in the marketplace. People always run to gold and silver. They're a safe haven asset. They're the real safe haven asset. Now, cryptocurrency today is trying to rebound a little bit. It's up to 75.28 at Bitstamp. It's been trying to rebound a little bit. We had a little bit of a rebound earlier today. It went up from 73.35 up to what it is now, 75.32. It's trying to preserve its position above into the 7,000s and not go down into the 6,000s. Not for the present. But Bitcoin is fighting to survive here because it's trying to make new lows. Now, cryptocurrency market capitalizations, we got a mixed bag. We got a lot of coins that are in the red, and we got a lot of coins that are in the green. Moving over to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, well, it was up just moments ago. It was up, I think, like 300 points. No, wait. No, hold on. It says that close. No, let's get the start here going. Market open, down 107. I saw that, I think in pre-market, I think she was up like 300 points, and now all of a sudden she's like down 106. This is this developing crisis that I was talking about. There, I think, is the if we look to the 1 day, let's see if we can spot this. We see this line straight down here. I think it was up in pre-market trading, and now it's down. This was the market's reaction, I think, to what's going on over there in Italy right now. It must be bad news coming out of Italy right now, or bad news coming out of Deutsche Bank, one of the two. At any rate, let's take a look at the oil prices. Now, oil's down pretty big, down 1.74% on the day. This is going to start to affect the price at the pump. You should see a little bit of relief on your prices at the pump. Actually, the oil price has more of an effect on the economy than the stock market. And if oil prices fall, the dollar gains strength. We move more toward deflation. If oil prices go up, we move more toward inflation, and the dollar loses strength. The dollar has been and is still connected to the price of oil. The dollar is not a fiat currency, and all of the other currencies are pegged to the dollar. Their value is based on the dollar. So look at it this way. All the other fiat currencies in the world are not just fiat currencies based on their value, basing their value on nothing at all, like all these guys say. They're all based on the dollar. They're all worth dollars. It's like you say, well, how much is my whatever's worth? It's worth dollars, and the dollar is based on oil. So the dollar is not just free floating based on nothing either. But what's happening is the Chinese are very slowly but surely eroding the connection between the dollar and oil, and they're trying to make the dollar into a purely fiat currency, in other words, based on nothing. If they succeed, the dollar will be worth nothing, because nothing is only worth nothing. Fiat, if it's a true fiat currency based on nothing at all, in other words, there's got nothing backing it, then it'll be worth nothing. The only reason gold has a value, like gold does, is because gold is limited in supply. Fiat, true fiat's not limited in supply. Gold has a very hard limit, and it's dug out of the internet the way you dig gold out of the ground. I mean, I'm talking about cryptocurrency now. I'm talking about is dug out of the internet, where gold is dug out of the ground. And so what we have is we have a digital form of gold in cryptocurrency, and it mimics gold almost exactly. You mine cryptocurrency out of the ground like you mine gold, and it's limited in supply like gold. And because it copies gold so well, that's why Bitcoin draws its value. Bitcoin draws its value like gold draws its value. Now, how does fiat draw its value? Fiat draws its value from having an underlying product or supply of something that has a value. And so what they're drawing that underlying supply on with the U.S. dollar is oil. That's why they call it the petrodollar. Rapidly, as soon as people do not use the dollar to purchase oil with anymore, the dollar is absolutely worthless. It's as simple as that. And we're seeing a lot of success in China at doing just that. Their Petro-Yuan oil's futures contract has already garnered 12% of the world's oil trade, just the last couple months. That's success. That's ultimately extremely successful. Now let's take a look at bonds and rates today. What we're looking at is a mixed bag in the trading of bonds. The U.S. 10-year, which is the most important of them all, is at 2.84%. Because it's down, there's been a lot of bond buying. The stock market should be going up. The stock market is only moving down because of the news coming out about Deutsche Bank and stuff, I'm pretty sure. That's why the stock market's making a move down. Let's take a quick look at the stock market again. Down 108 today. Now, let's take a look at U.S. dollar index. Right now, U.S. dollar index is 94.11. It's been kind of dipsy-doodling today. Down and then up, and then down and then up. We've got two moves down and two moves up, and it's a little bit higher right now. It looks like it's peaked, and it looks like it's making another move down, probably another move up before the end of the day is on. So we got a lot going on right now. The two big events to keep your eye on is is Italy and Deutsche Bank. I think they're going to save Italy. Ultimately, they'll save Italy. Something will happen with Italy like they saved Greece. You know how they saved Greece? They'll save Italy because Italy's a creditor. Italy is connected to the banking system, and then if they go down, the ECB goes down. And so the ECB in self-preservation will save Italy. But who's going to save Deutsche Bank? So if you guys are thinking about buying Deutsche Bank stock, I'd think twice if I was you, because all these guys out there saying, oh, they'll save Deutsche Bank. Not necessarily. They might not. They might let Deutsche Bank go. And they'll say, well, they can't let Deutsche Bank go because it's got $45 trillion worth of derivatives contracts. And if it lets it go, it's too big to fail and all this stuff. I'll tell you what, they'll let those derivatives contracts hit the fan. They'll let it. They will let it, and it'll be a Lehman moment when it happens. I think could be what's coming. It will shake the world's financial system to its core, but who's going to step in to save Deutsche Bank? Still the question, who's going to step in to save Deutsche Bank? I don't see any contenders in there that's willing to save her because, first off, picture Deutsche Bank as a sumo wrestler, you know? And the second thing is the sumo wrestler is drowning in the middle of the kiddie pool, and anybody who jumps in to save them is going to pull them under because the sumo wrestler is bigger and stronger than you are, but he doesn't know how to swim, and he weighs 800 pounds. And you're going to jump in and try to save him? He's just going to push you under. Anyway, listen, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next market report. Bye-bye.